Chemistry Review numbers 9 and 10. Number 9 says a solution having an equal number of H plus ions and OH negative ions will have a pH of, and then we need to know, is it 3, 7, 9, or 11? What we need to know here is the pH scale. The pH scale goes from 1 to 14 with 7 in the middle. This end between 1 and 7 is going to be our acids. From 7 to 14 will be our bases. So acids give off H plus ions, hydrogen ions, and our bases will give off OH negative ions, which are called hydroxide ions. So if I'm right in the middle where I have equal numbers of these, I'm going to have 7 as my pH, and so my answer here is B. If I have something that is lower than 7, I will have more H positive ions than I have OH negative ions, and the other way around, if I have a base, I'll have more OH negative ions than H positive ions. Now I'm going to look at number 10, and it says 2 clear solutions are placed in separate beakers. The first solution has a pH of 4 and the pH of the second solution is unknown. If the 2 solutions are mixed and the resulting pH is 5, the second solution must have. Well, I went from a pH of 4 to a pH of 5. So I went from, let me show you again, a pH of 4, which is around here, up to a pH of 5. So I went this way. I went toward my bases end of the scale. It's still acidic, right? It's still on the acid side, but I went toward the bases side. So let's look at our answer choices and see what makes sense here. A, fewer suspended solids. Well, I don't know about that. Let's look at the next one. B, a lower temperature. Well, temperature and pH are not going to be related in this situation, so I'm going to cross that off. More dissolved salt particles. Well, it's not salt that I'm wondering about, it's acids and bases that I'm wondering about. And then D, a higher concentration of OH negative ions. Well, that makes sense right there. My OH negative, remember, takes me more toward the bases end, and that's where I went, is more toward the bases end of my pH scale. So D is my correct answer. Make sure that you also know for acids and bases that if you use litmus paper as an indicator to tell if something is an acid or a base, an acid will turn the litmus paper red and a base will turn the litmus paper blue. It's easy to remember: blue, base, B, B. Okay? Acids turn litmus paper red, bases turn it blue. So those are the main things you need to know about acids and bases. Lower numbers for acids, larger numbers for bases, H plus ions on this end, OH negative ions on this end, and then the colors that they turn litmus paper.